Okay.
All right, so I'm just hanging with Bill on the beautiful views of Kenya.
Hey, Victoria.
And yeah, it was just interesting what you were saying about introvert. You said that before you came to campus here, you were studying, and as an introvert, you felt it was time to come out of your shell a little bit. Like, how did you transition from being quite a shy, introverted person, very highly creative?
So, when I came to campus, that was in 2019. I met different people, you know,
Yeah.
and you can only imagine how a naive 19-year-old will act around
Oh, bless you.
around different people, new people.
Mm.
And then that's around the time when I started doing filmmaking and music as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's when I got this urge of trying to make myself to become an outgoing person instead of being just an introvert.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you think instead of, or is it just a combination? It's a blend of these two parts of us.
I think you just said it right.
Okay.
It's actually that way, because you can't do away with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you can learn and unlearn.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I'm now 100% extrovert. I'm just in between there.
Yeah, I see that.
And I had to learn to be outgoing. I had to learn to read some books on how to make friends.
And as I understand it, or from what I've seen from your characters, similar to me, is you do have moments where you need solitary,
Yeah.
confinement. You just need to be alone,
especially
away.
when I interact with computers a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of blue screen.
Mm.
So one of the best ways to neutralize that is just come and experience the breeze, or watch the sunset like this.
Literally.
Feel the buzz, feel the air.
Yeah, well, you are a nature lover because you've been telling me of these amazing stories that I don't even know how you're 24, but you were saying, yeah, you've lived in Luo land for a couple of years, you've been to Maasai land for a couple of years,
I
so...
lived in Luoland. I lived in Maasai Land. I lived in Nandila. I mean the Nandis with the Nandis, the Kipsigis.
And what has been drawing you to all of these tribes? And is it filmmaking, or is it something inside of you that's ancestral? That's just... I know you love heat, but yeah, explain a bit more to the people.
All right. The reason why I went to these different places.
Mm.
Okay. I have some problem where I'm allergic to cold. Yeah, and I'm asthmatic. But funny enough, I'm not allergic and I'm not asthmatic when I'm here at the coast.
Mm-hmm.
So when when I go back at home, I can't breathe. My skin develops some problem. My eyes as well.
Yeah.
And that makes
You're
me
sensitive.
so uncomfortable. So I don't even see it as my home, because in my opinion, home is where you feel okay.
I agree.
Yep. So the Kilifi is my home now. I have two homes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So the reason why I was going around these places is because I was studying, and I stayed with the Maasai for like 4 years.
Incredible.
That is where I completed my primary school.
Mm-hmm.
My early primary school started in somewhere called Karicho. That's the Kipsigis land.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back to Kisii land, now my native home.
Yeah.
I stayed there for some few years, but I couldn't survive because it was very cold. So I had to go to Maasai Mara.
Mm-hmm.
And then during those times, the place was still, let me use the word primitive, because I mean, they were kind of, I mean, they were like those guys who were far away from civilization. But right now things have changed. But way back then, there were no roads, there was no electricity. Even the school where I was going, some people didn't even understand English and Swahili. So I had to learn some Maasai.
Yeah.
So one of the funny things that will happen, I never told you, is that in this school, there was a law that you had to carry firewood to the school to be let into the gate in the morning.
Carry what?
Firewood.
Okay,
A piece of
firewood.
yeah.
Yeah.
So every student coming will bring some firewood so that it could be used to cook food.
Amazing. Collective team effort. I love it.
Now, I would go to the forest, find these woods, and then that is in the morning. Find these woods and then come to the gate, drop it there, and then I would be let to go to class.
Beautiful.
So through that process, and then some days of the school will be sent to the forest to find wood. So that's when we find zebras,
Amazing.
giraffes. Sometimes we will be chased. I mean, the elephants will chase us. It's dangerous, but we like it. Yeah. So
Real living.
it was a tough season for me, but I liked that experience. To date, up to date, that experience was nice, and I want to go back there.
And with it kind of seems, there is this, could I say you have this nomad at heart, like nomadic living? You say you've been 3 years, 4 years, a couple of years, and you've been moving around. Do you feel that again, like it's connected to how we are meant to live? Are we healthier that way? Or you just, we need change? We need new lessons and learnings and things?
In my opinion, the nomadic lifestyle makes life to be worth living, because the essence of life is to feel the life.
I love that.
So, and how can you feel life if you're just gonna be, confine yourself to one place or maybe some people?
Yeah.
The nomadic lifestyle is just ideal. I want to travel the world as well, stay with other people, know how they perceive life, taste their food, their vibes. Yep.
And share the Kenyan love. I love it.
Yep.
Well, Bill, give thanks for a little insight into your story. Got mad respect for you. I still don't know how you're 24, but old souls unite.
Yeah, most people, most friends of mine, when I tell them that I'm 24, they like, no. We say in Kenya, "Iyo ni uongo." That means that's a lie. It's a very common phrase in Kenya when you say "Iyo ni uongo," because there's a meme that went around.
Oh, really? Oh, that used to show me the meme.
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to close out on this beautiful sunset. Anything else to say to the people? Any messages from Kenya?
What can I say? There's a lot to say and a lot to, but I can just put it in a sentence. I can just say life is worth living.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Do it, live it.
Let's connect to the nature as much as we can. It has a lot of answers.
I love that.
Yep.
All right, Bill. Mad love.